Alright guys, I'll be doing things a little different in this video. For me, this chest routine is a staple for building a big chest. I usually start with incline dumbbell press, but today we are starting with just the flat bench dumbbell press. I do believe the key to building a big chest is the form. You want to make sure to have your shoulders pinned back, a stable base with your feet, and just make sure you're feeling that contraction and the stretch. Every time you go down, every time you go up, you should feel that stretch and then the contraction when you come back up. So here we are hitting 3 sets, reps of 12, 10, and 8. Another thing to take note of is that with every set that we do, we increase the weight by 10 pounds. Alright, so here we're hitting the incline hammer press machine. Notice how I've dropped my elbows, I've pinned the shoulder blades back, and you can clearly see it's just the chest doing the work. The feet are also wide and planted firmly into the ground. With these, we're also shooting for 3 sets. Preferably 12, 10, 8, but here we were going a little heavier, so if I'm not mistaken, I only got about 10, 8, and 6 reps. Alright, so here's a correcting point. I said I was shooting for 12, 10, and 8, or 10, 8, and 6, but here I only hit 3, so yeah. Here we're hitting the decline dumbbell press, also shooting for 12, 10, and 8 reps on each set. And same thing here, elbows are slightly lowered, and then making sure you're getting the contraction all the way. Notice that like 2-second pause at the end, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi-ish. But yeah. Here we're hitting the fly machine, and here the key is to just have your chest poking out, making sure your elbows aren't going too far back with the stretch, and then coming forward and just squeezing as hard as you possibly can. Another thing to take note of is that I always have my dominant foot forward. So whichever foot you're most comfortable with, or you feel like has like a stronger planting force, use that foot as your forward foot. So here I use my left foot because it's just what's most comfortable for me.
Alright, so notice this separation. You'll see his chest extend and then contract. Extend, contract. Make sure you always feel that in your head. Like, if you don't feel that contraction, then you're probably not doing it right. And you should not feel it in your shoulders. You should feel it just in your chest and maybe slightly your triceps from the force that you're using, but that's about it.
I call these the bent over dumbbell curls, and here you just want to focus on the peak basically. So when you come up right there, notice how I squeeze really hard and then I slowly come back down, and then you can see the muscle itself stretching physically, and then same thing, come back up. Another thing I want to talk about is don't use too much forearm. Like, you can squeeze the dumbbell, but make sure you're not like forcing extreme pressure on the dumbbell, because then what happens is you start to lose you basically start to work out your forearms more than your biceps, and you don't want that to happen. You want to keep the contraction, you know, and the stretching mainly on the bicep. Here we're gonna do some standing barbell. Oh, can't talk. Here we're gonna do some standing barbell curls, and I usually start with just the bar alone. Biceps are usually one of like my weakest muscle groups, so here I start with the bar, and then I progress up. I usually do 5, 10, and then maybe 15 pounds. I've lost some weight at the moment. I was able to curl 25s on each side, but you know, I'm trying to build that muscle back up as we speak, so yeah, check it out.
With some barbell. Are we gonna do one more set of something else or no? We might do hammer curls. Might do hammer curls at the very end. Already killed chest. Biceps already fading away. I think it's time now to go home. I'm fucking sore already, but hey, my battery's dying, so let's hope it lasts, right? Whose man is this? What the fuck? Alright, so we got the hammer curls. This focuses on the side of the bicep. There.